He believed she was just another black woman out of place, a trespasser in a world that did not belong to her. He stopped her. He insulted her with a sneer of practiced malice, and he handcuffed her in front of the neighbors who watched from behind their expensive curtains. But that woman was not what his narrow mind could ever have imagined. In only 10 minutes, his entire world, built on a foundation of arrogance and unchecked power, came crashing down. Who was she? And why did the officer disappear from the face of the earth? After that day, Officer Travis Milligan, a man of 54 years, was a veteran of the local force, who carried his authority like a rusted weapon. His uniform was wrinkled, stained with the sweat of a man who thought himself above the rules. His sunglasses were scratched, hiding eyes that looked for reasons to hate. His service belt was at its breaking point, straining against a beer belly that spoke of years of laziness and entitlement. He patrolled the quiet, leafy streets of Oakwood Heights as if the neighborhood were his private kingdom. When he saw a sleek black BMW pull into a pristine driveway, he narrowed his eyes. Who does this black woman think she is? He muttered, his knuckles whitening as he gripped the steering wheel. From the car stepped Alana Sterling. She was tall, elegant, and moved with a grace that suggested she was accustomed to command. Her presence was impeccable, radiating a quiet strength that immediately irritated Travis. He saw her confidence as a personal insult. Another one, thinking she's superior just because she has an expensive car. He thought the bile rising in his throat. He flipped on his patrol lights, the red and blue strobes, reflecting off the polished exterior of the BMW, and swung his cruiser around to block her exit. He climbed out of the vehicle, spitting a glob of tobacco onto the clean asphalt. "Hey lady, hold it right there." Alana turned slowly, her expression one of calm curiosity rather than fear. "Yes, officer. Is there something I can help you with?" "Do you live here?" Travis asked, letting out a sharp nasal laugh that sounded like a bark. "Because if you say yes, I'm the President of the United States." Alana removed her sunglasses, revealing eyes that were sharp, dark, and observant. "I do live here." "Now I assume you need to see my identification, officer." "Yeah, I do. And it better not be fake. If you've broken into this house, the law is going to fall on you like a ton of bricks, girl." Alana breathed deeply, her composure never wavering. "Are you implying that I'm a criminal, based on nothing but your own assumptions?" "I'm not implying it, I'm suspecting it." Travis stepped closer, his shadow falling over her. "Don't give me that high society tone. Hand over the ID and keep your mouth shut." Alana reached into her purse and pulled out her wallet. "I'll give you my identification, but I must warn you, Officer Milligan, you are crossing a line that you cannot uncross. This is a very dangerous path you are taking. Don't come at me with threats." Travis snapped, snatching the card from her hand. "I am the law in this town. You're just a guest until I decide otherwise." He glanced at the ID, Alana Sterling. The address matched the house behind her. Occupation not listed. He felt a surge of frustration. He didn't want to be wrong. He wanted her to be a thief. He wanted to prove that she didn't belong. "What's in that folder you're holding?" he demanded, pointing to a thick leather portfolio in her other hand. "Stolen jewelry, fake titles to the house." "These are confidential government documents," Alana replied, her voice cooling to a sub-zero temperature. "I have no legal obligation to show them to you without a federal warrant." "Confidential? What are you now, a secret agent? Or are you just so deep in this character of an important woman that you've lost touch with reality?" Travis's face was now a deep, angry red. "Listen to me. I'm going to teach you exactly how you speak to an officer of the law. You think just because you live in a wealthy neighborhood, the rules of the world change for you. I am standing on my own property, officer. I have committed no crime. You are the one who is out of control." Alana said, "I will be reporting this incident." "You reporting me?" Travis let out a violent, guttural laugh. "I was wearing this badge while you were still cleaning houses." "Don't test me, officer." "Leave my property immediately," Alana commanded. Travis lunged forward, invading her personal space like a cornered animal. "Shut up, you don't tell me what to do. I'm tired of your attitude. You're nothing but an arrogant woman who thinks she's untouchable." "Maintain your distance," Alana warned, her voice beginning to vibrate with a suppressed energy. Without warning, Travis grabbed Alana and shoved her violently against the hood of the BMW. It wasn't a standard arrest, it was a physical act of dominance. He gripped her wrists, twisting them behind her back. "Where are your manners now?" he yelled, pinning her chest against the hot metal. Alana's folder hit the ground, and several documents marked with high-level clearance stamps scattered across the pavement. "You are committing a federal offense," Alana hissed through gritted teeth. "I am the law here, and you're just a woman who wandered into the wrong neighborhood." He ratcheted the handcuffs so tightly they bit deep into her skin. Cutting off her circulation, a small bead of blood bloomed on her wrist. "That hurts, doesn't it?" Travis whispered in her ear. "Good, that's the feeling of reality hitting you. You're digging a hole you'll never get out of." "Travis," she said quietly. He paused for a heartbeat. He wasn't wearing his name today, he'd forgotten it on his dashboard. How do you know my name? I know everything about you. Travis Milligan. I knew your service record before you even stepped out of that car, and I know you have exactly 3 minutes left of your career. I suggest you spend them wisely. You're crazy, Travis roared, pushing her even harder exactly 3 kilometers away. A tactical convoy of 3 black, armored SUVs swerved from their routine path. A silent high-priority distress signal had been triggered. It was a protocol that only 5 people in the country had the authority to activate. Alana Sterling was one of them. Travis was still spewing insults. When the air in the street seemed to grow heavy, he saw a flash in his peripheral vision. A dark, silent figure appeared at the edge of the driveway. Then another and another. These were not local police. They wore matte black tactical gear, no insignia, and carried weapons that Travis had only seen in military manuals. Alana lifted her head from the hood, a cold, calculating smile on her face. Welcome to the longest day of your life, Travis. A woman in a sharp black suit stepped out of the lead SUV. She ignored Travis entirely and walked straight to Alana. Ma'am, the perimeter is secure. Are you injured? He used excessive force. Alana said, her voice like steel, and he's ignored every warning. The woman in the suit turned to Travis. Her eyes were void of emotion. Officer Milligan, you are currently interfering with the highest classification. Your weapon, your badge, and your freedom are now forfeit. I'm a police officer, Travis stammered, his bravado evaporating. I have jurisdiction here. You have nothing, the woman replied. As of 60 seconds ago, your credentials have been remotely deactivated. You are now a civilian in possession of a government firearm, standing on private property, assaulting the deputy director of the CIA. The world stopped spinning for Travis. The folder on the ground, the secret signal, the tactical team, it all crashed into his mind at once. He had handcuffed the most powerful woman in the intelligence community. One of the tactical agents stepped forward and unlocked Alana's handcuffs with a pair of white gloves, treating the metal like toxic waste. Alana stood up, rubbed her bruised wrists, and looked at Travis. There was no anger in her eyes, only a terrifying indifference. You thought I was just another woman you could break, Alana said softly. But the world is changing. Travis, and people like you are being left in the shadows. I didn't know, Travis whispered, his face now a ghostly pale. That's the problem, Alana replied. You only respect people when you're afraid of them. The agents grabbed Travis, not with the clumsiness he had used, but with a terrifying professional efficiency. They stripped him of his belt, his gun, and his pride. He was hauled toward the back of an unmarked van. He looked toward his neighbors for help, but they all turned away, their phones recording his disgrace. Where are you taking me? Travis cried out. As the doors began to close, the lead agent looked at him one last time. To a place where your badge can't help you. The van doors slammed shut. The windows were electronically darkened. The vehicle pulled away, followed by the armored convoy. There was no siren, no fanfare, just a silent disappearance. Travis Milligan was never seen again. No trial was publicized. No news report was filed. He simply ceased to exist in the public record. Alana Sterling picked up her folder, adjusted her jacket, and walked into her home. The street returned to its quiet suburban peace. But everyone who lived there knew the world was not what it seemed.